The King and Queen, joined by members of the royal family, pause to remember the life and legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, reflecting on the profound influence she had on the nation and the world during her remarkable reign. The King and Queen led a deeply moving commemorative service as members of the royal family came together in solemn tribute to honour the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. Gathering in a spirit of reverence and remembrance, the royal family united to pay their respects to the late monarch, whose extraordinary life of dedication and service left an indelible mark on the nation and the world. The occasion served as a powerful reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's remarkable reign, and the profound influence she continues to hold in the hearts of all who gathered to celebrate and honour her memory. Remembering Queen Elizabeth II, a legacy of service and devotion. Queen Elizabeth II's reign stands as one of the most extraordinary chapters in the long history of the British monarchy, spanning an unprecedented 70 years on the throne, a record unmatched by any British sovereign before her. From the post-war austerity of the early 1950s to the digital age of the 21st century, Her Majesty bore witness to and helped shape some of the most defining moments in modern history, navigating Britain through periods of profound change with remarkable steadiness and grace. Yet perhaps her most enduring achievement was the quiet, determined work of modernizing the monarchy itself, gently but purposefully adapting its traditions and public role to meet the expectations of a changing world, ensuring that the institution she devoted her entire life to remained relevant, respected, and deeply cherished by generations of people both at home and across the globe. A nation unites to remember Queen Elizabeth II. In a deeply personal tribute, King Charles III reflected on the remarkable life of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, describing her as a woman of extraordinary grace and unwavering resolve. Speaking with evident emotion, the king recalled the quiet strength she brought not only to the role of sovereign, but to the very fabric of family life, painting a tender portrait of a mother whose love was as steadfast as her commitment to the crown. He paid particular tribute to her unparalleled dedication to duty, noting that throughout more than 7 decades of service, she never once faltered in her devotion to the responsibilities she had solemnly accepted as a young woman of just 25. The king acknowledged that her passing had left a profound and enduring mark not only upon the United Kingdom, but across the entirety of the Commonwealth, whose many nations she had cherished and visited with genuine warmth and curiosity. Her legacy, he noted, was not merely one of ceremony and statecraft, but of compassion, continuity, and an extraordinary capacity to make each person she encountered feel truly seen. Gift, he concluded, that belonged not to the monarchy alone, but to the world. Among the most poignant moments of the gathering came when His Majesty the King spoke of his mother's remarkable grace and wisdom, qualities that had guided the royal family through decades of both triumph and hardship. Queen Elizabeth II had long served as an unwavering, steadying presence, her quiet strength and steady counsel offering a constant anchor to all who stood beside her. and those assembled could not help but feel the weight of that absence most keenly in such a solemn moment. Yet the occasion was not merely one of mourning, for the king expressed with heartfelt resolve a deep and abiding commitment to honouring and continuing Her late Majesty's extraordinary legacy, ensuring that the values she so faithfully embodied, duty, service and compassion, would endure in all that the royal family endeavours to do in the years ahead. The occasion was further graced by the presence of the grandchildren and their growing families, each arriving to pay their own deeply personal tribute to the late monarch who had been to so many of them not simply a sovereign, but a grandmother. Gathered together, they exchanged warm and tender recollections. Quiet moments shared behind palace walls, private lessons imparted with characteristic wisdom, and the kind of gentle humour that only those closest to Her Majesty were privileged to witness. Stories passed between them like cherished heirlooms, each anecdote a reminder of the remarkable woman who had shaped not only a nation, but an entire family. And yet, amid the reflection and remembrance, there was something unmistakably forward-looking in the air. A collective resolve, a sense of unity and shared purpose that spoke clearly to the future of the monarchy itself. Standing together, the royal family presented not merely a portrait of grief, but one of continuity, strength, and an unshakable commitment to the crown that Queen Elizabeth II so devotedly served throughout her extraordinary reign. Remembering Queen Elizabeth II, a nation and Commonwealth united in tribute. For more than 7 decades, Queen Elizabeth II devoted herself entirely to a life of public duty, her unwavering commitment to service forming the very cornerstone of her remarkable reign. Through times of great national joy and, periods of profound difficulty, she remained a constant and steadfast presence, forging a deeply personal bond with the British people that, transcended the formality of the crown. Whether visiting communities across the length and breadth of the United Kingdom or offering words of comfort during moments of collective grief, she possessed a rare and cherished ability to make each person feel seen and valued. Her influence, however, extended far beyond these shores as she nurtured and championed the Commonwealth with extraordinary dedication, transforming it into a living, thriving family of nations bound together by shared values and mutual respect. It is this extraordinary legacy of service, connection, and global statesmanship that the King, the Queen, and members of the royal family now gather solemnly to honour and remember. A royal remembrance. The family unites to honour Queen Elizabeth II. The solemn occasion was conducted with the full weight of formal royal protocol, each element of the ceremony carefully observed as generations of tradition demanded, from the precise order of procession to the measured silences that punctuated the service. Symbolic tributes abounded throughout. Floral arrangements of white roses and sweet peas, flowers long associated with the late Queen, were placed with quiet reverence, while the bearers of the royal standard stood in practised stillness as a living emblem of the crown she had worn for 7 decades. In a thoughtful blending of time-honoured custom and really contemporary expression, The assembled members of the royal family honoured Her Majesty in ways that spoke both to the ancient dignity of the monarchy and to the personal, deeply human love they carried for the woman at the heart of it all. A nation and world unite in mourning Queen Elizabeth II. Beyond the borders of Britain, the world paused to pay its respects, as messages of condolence and admiration poured in from heads of state, presidents and dignitaries spanning every corner of the globe. World leaders spoke with remarkable unanimity, each acknowledging what Queen Elizabeth II had meant not only to the United Kingdom, but to the broader international community. A steady, graceful presence who had navigated decades of geopolitical change with quiet dignity and unwavering resolve. From Washington to Wellington, from Paris to Pretoria, tributes reflected a cross-border reverence rarely afforded to any single individual. A testament to the extraordinary reach of her influence and, honestly, the profound respect she had earned far beyond the shores of her own kingdom. A nation united in remembrance. The royal family honours Queen Elizabeth II. As the gathering drew to a close, the moment carried with it a profound sense of both ending and beginning, a testament to the seamless transition that has come to define the monarchy under King Charles III. The King, standing alongside the Queen and the assembled members of the royal family, made clear his unwavering commitment to preserving the values and principles that Queen Elizabeth II so steadfastly championed throughout her remarkable 70 years of service, duty, devotion, and an unshakable dedication to the people of the nation and the Commonwealth. Yet while the weight of remembrance rested heavily upon the occasion, there was, too, a quiet sense of purpose looking ahead, as King Charles III outlined his vision for a monarchy that honours its cherished past, while embracing the challenges and opportunities of a changing world, carrying forward the late Queen's enduring legacy as both a guiding light and a living promise to future generations.